Okay, so I'm gonna try and do the most insane strategy I've ever seen in Currency Wars. Here's the idea. Unfortunately, we are gonna have to reroll the runs, but don't worry, I'll cut all that out. We're going for long-term gains since we're gonna be refreshing the store a lot. Then ideally, we're gonna try and get procurement specialists so we can get guaranteed 5 costs. Now, before we can actually try this strat out, I'm gonna need to get Super Wolf. So let's go try and pull her. Okay, now that I definitely got her first try and didn't cut anything out, we can actually start playing Currency Wars. Okay, starting up a new run, and... okay, we actually do get long-term gains now. So we actually are going to go ahead and pick that up. And now I'm hoping we can get something good. Okay, so we actually start out with Yao Guang here, so that's going to be really helpful. And so now I'm just going to set up a basic team, and we're going to just go ahead and move on. Okay, so skipping to playing 1-5 now, it's supply phase, and we actually do get Super Wolf. So that's going to be our first Super Wolf of the attempt. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put Silver Wolf on the field, so I'm going to do a little bit of adjustment on my team setup right here. Okay, fast forwarding to 1-8 now, we can get Super Wolf to 4 cost, and we can get 3-star Yao Guang, so we won't need to worry about that later in the run. So now we're at 2-7, and we got our second 4 cost Super Wolf, and we get Sparksy, which is actually going to end up being really nice in this run. Earlier we got Hyperinflation, which gives us like 100 coins. So now we can just rush straight to level 10. Okay, now skipping ahead a little bit, we get 5 cost Silver Wolf. So now we just need to get her to 3-star, and we will have the strat completed. We get the payoff from long-term gains, so now refreshing only costs 1. This is just going to save us a lot of money in the long run, since we need to refresh a lot to get Silver Wolf. So once we get 2 more Silver Wolves, the next thing we need to make sure we get is the Data Copier Max. And unfortunately, we aren't able to get it, so it's going to be a little bit harder to get the Silver Wolves that we need. But we should be able to get it because we are pretty early still, and we got to level 10. So seeing her in the store is going to be a lot more likely because of that. So skipping ahead to the final node, we need to get 3 cost Silver Wolf here, or else the run is over. In the meantime, I was only able to get another 2 cost, so we need 3 more Silver Wolves in total, which we should be able to get since we have a full team to sell, and we have 20 coins. Okay, so right here we ran out of coins, so we're going to have to start selling our team, and it's a little disappointing that we were only able to get 1 Silver Wolf out of those 20 coins, so hopefully we're going to be able to get her. Alright, so as I sell the rest of my team here, we just need 1 more Silver Wolf, and it just comes down to this. Come on, come on. And we couldn't get it. Well, let's just go to attempt 2 now.
About Omen. Don't thank me. All martial arts are mine to command! You stepped out of line. Feast your eyes, This is Honkai.
Okay, I'm skipping all the boring stuff and we're in plane 3. We have 1 2-star 5-cost Silverwolf and like literally nothing else. So we're just gonna have to see if we can roll her in the store enough times. We're able to get 1 more 2-star Silverwolf. So now we're gonna have to start selling our team to get the other one that we need. And we're not even at level 10, so the chances of getting a Silverwolf in the store are pretty low. We couldn't even get 1 more. That is actually so sad. Okay. Okay, we're doing another attempt. I hope we can get procurement specialists this time, since we haven't even gotten that in any of the other runs. Okay, we get long-term gains. Again, really good. We aren't able to get anyone that is useful to us other than Trivy, but they're not really that essential. Okay, now looking at our first investment strategy, it doesn't look like we're getting anything good here, so we're going to refresh. Okay, we get literally nothing good here, so I'm just going to pick a random one. Okay, so by the end of plane 1, we don't have a single Super Wolf, but we are loaded with coins. So hopefully in plane 2 we can get a good investment strategy, and that'll help us get her later in the run. Okay, so our next investment strategy, we're going to grab Gold Grubber here. Each time you spend gold coins to refresh the store, you'll gain 2 experience. That is just going to be absolutely broken. And hopefully that's going to make up for what we lose by not getting procurement specialist. We're also able to get our first Super Wolf and Elation Trailblazer. So this is going to be really nice, and we're just going to start building our Elation team right away. So there's 4-cost Silverwolf, and that puts us 1 step closer to getting 5-cost. This run is already looking really good. All I can do is hope that we can get the same kind of luck in plane 3. So there it is. In the middle of plane 2, we get up to 5-cost Super Wolf. So now we just need to get 8 more 5 costs, and we'll be good. However, we are only at level 8. That Gold Grubber is going to give us so much experience over time. Okay, there is 2-star 5-cost Super Wolf, and we don't get the Data Copier Max again. It's going to be harder to get her, but since we have Gold Grubber, and we are pretty loaded, and we're only at plane 2, we should hopefully be able to get her. Okay, so starting out plane 3, the supply phase doesn't give us anyone really good. And after we flip, we still don't get Silverwolf, so I'll just be going and getting Firefly here. Okay, so we get 2 employment contracts, and we're hoping to just get a Silverwolf out of each of them, but we don't in the first one. And we actually do get a silver wolf in the second one. That brings us to 2-star 5-cost silver wolves. We only need 3 more silver wolves, and we have a full team and over 70 coins. And we're at level 10, and refreshes only cost 1. So there's our first one. There's our second one. And there it is. 3-star 5-cost silver wolf. Okay, here we go. Look at all this stuff we can do. Okay, I'm just gonna start adding a bunch of gold coins. Oh my goodness. We have over 1,000 gold coins. Holy crap. And we can add a bunch of crystal ores. Now, I think they're gonna need all the help they can get, so I'm just gonna put their HP to 1,000%. Okay, and then this equipment is just insane. And just look at all the stuff these crystal ores are giving us. We get a 3-star of each of the Stellaron hunters. And we get a bunch of privilege cards and a ton of extra crystals too. Now this is all going to be at 500% speed. But I'm going to try and explain to you exactly what I'm going to go for the final setup in this game. We're essentially going for every 3-star 5-cost now. The most important being Bronya, Firefly, Cyrene, and Black Swan. Bronya is actually too powerful here, and as you'll see later on, I'll move her off field so that literally anyone else can attack. I'm gonna keep a few elation units, but it's not essential that you do this, since Topaz and Yulin will just destroy everything anyway. Unless you want to put Bronya on field, then it literally doesn't matter. But anyway, once we get 3-star Cyrene, she's gonna give us a bunch of day and night demigod emblems, so we'll get the bonds for both maxed out. And a similar thing will happen with 3-star Black Swan. We get all her abilities, which is just going to make battling a breeze. Getting 3-star Yao Guang and Evanescia here was a pain, and I really don't know why I ended up going for them. But anyway, then once we get our team built up, I'll get the recommended equipment for all the characters, and I'll use the privilege cards to make them just even better. And after that, we're done. We can finally finish out the run. Okay, so now that I'm done yapping, you can either keep watching to see me actually build the team, or you can skip the 19 minutes to see the final team.
Until everything burns to ashes! Lend me your strength.
Power translates into hope.
Lend me your strength.
Power translates into hope.
Stars favor us. I feel the wind. Let me go! Until everything burns to ashes! Stars favor us. I feel the wind. Let me go! I decide the rules of the game. See through clothes. Confiscated! Stand to earth!
Mission failed.
So that is what it looks like when Silverwolf breaks the economy. We get triple S, and let's look at the finalization. Here's our final team, and we have everything absolutely stacked. This is probably the best team I've ever seen in Currency Wars. Yunli and Topaz are the ones that did the most damage, and they total to like 22 billion damage. It's absolutely insane. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I spent a lot of time making this video, and I'm just so excited that I can be posting again because it has been a long time since I posted last. So make sure to like and subscribe, I guess. I'm pretty much required to say that at this point, so. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video.